Life's the battlefield and we ain't feeling weak. From love to the game and the power we seek. Our voice is strong, breaking every peak. Talk of love and battle scars, everything that's real. From touchdown to sermon, you know the deal. Strength in every word we begin to reveal. Truth in every tale as our lives we unveil. Talk of love and battle scars, everything that's real. From touchdown to sermon, you know the deal. Strength in every word we begin to reveal. Truth in every tale as our lives we unveil. Protect and provide, we're knights in the fray. Nothing off limits, we got something to say. Life and love, fitness and fight all day. Guys Night Podcast, let's ride the wave. Politics and prayers, ain't no subject we shun. Keep it real, keep it raw till the battle's won. Fitness, tricks to faith, every topic under the sun. With honor and valor, every man's battle begun. Warriors with word swords through the air. Every point sharp and every talk fair. Knights at the round table, come and pull up a chair. Join the brotherhood, words laid bare. Protect and provide, we're knights in the fray. Nothing off limits, we got something to say. Life and love, fitness and fight all day.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to the Guys Night Podcast. Tonight we've got an awesome guest with us. You might have heard a little bit about Wingman Garage last week when we had Dan from Good Morning Mechanic on. But tonight we've got the owner of Wingman Garage, and we're going to talk a little bit about his business, his vision for the business, and how he came up with it and where it's going to go and how it's going to be so beneficial, not only to the local community, but hopefully it's a model that kind of spreads out across the country, because I know I had the benefit of having something similar to it when I was in the military. So welcome to the show, Aaron. Appreciate you joining us.
Thanks for having me on. This is going to be a lot of fun. I'm honored to be here.
Yeah, dude.
Honored to be here. It's going to be
super cool. And then, of course, I've got David. What's up, brother?
What's up, guys? Welcome, Aaron. Glad to have you here.
And Evan. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Comment below if you still think Evan should get rid of the laptop. We actually had 2 comments that said you've never asked a question.
Sure, that's very fucking true. That's very fucking true.
All right, so let's just get into this, Aaron.
Sure.
Let's talk a little bit about what you actually do. So, why don't you just share, how it started, and what the ultimate vision is, and what you do there.
Sure. So Wingman Garage, on face value, is a do-it-yourself garage. So basically, anybody can rent time in a professional garage bay, complete with tools, a vehicle lift, and help from me for an hourly rate. That's like the very basic 30-second elevator pitch.
Okay.
It's been a wild ride. I opened it up in 2021.
Oh, that's a hell of a time to open up a business.
Wow.
We could be here all night, but it was bittersweet. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if I could open up today.
Yeah.
Because at the time in 21, commercial real estate was cheap. So like the location I got a really good lease rate because like no one knew what was going on. Like, oh my gosh, there are all these vacant buildings. And then fast forward to 5th year in business, I've been looking to expand, and every commercial property I look at, it's like 3 or 4 times what I pay in rent.
Right.
So like if I had to open today and had a $4,000 or $5,000 a month rent payment, there's no way I'd be open a year from now. So it's like, would I have picked an epidemic, a pandemic,
Right.
a pandemic to start? No, but like it worked out because it allowed me to slow growth it, which
Very
was cool.
true.
Now, did you have some financial backers?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, you're looking at them.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So what? I guess let's tell everybody. You mentioned real quick what it is.
Yeah.
It's a garage you can rent yourself to come in, work on your cars, and the idea of Wingman is that you're their wingman, right?
Absolutely.
You've got how much time do you have an experience as a mechanic?
So this might be a surprise to some people, but I am not a mechanic.
Whoa.
What?
Yeah. I am completely self-taught.
Okay.
Okay.
Got my paper route when I was 11. Rode my bike for 4 years. Saved up all my paper route money. Got my first car at 15, and I have been tinkering on them and wrenching on them and working on them since then.
Awesome.
So went to school for business management. The cool thing about Wingman is I've been thinking about it for I'm 37, so probably 15 to 20 years. It was always like a dream, my American dream. And then went through sales jobs in the business world, and then 2020 hit. The company I was working for at the time was laying people off, and I saw an opportunity to grab the lease to the Albo location in Wadsworth.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all she wrote.
Yeah.
I had a business plan that I had been tweaking over the years. Like I said, I got smarter and learned more, and talked to the wife. Once you get the wife's approval, guys,
Go for it.
go for it.
100%.
Don't look back.
And if you don't have the wife's approval, go for it. Just don't fuck up.
Yeah.
or just have a very good lawyer ready.
Yeah.
Or that.
Or that.
Or that.
Not the case. But so just rewinding back a little
Sure.
bit. So you're envisioning the business. So rewinding 15 years before you started. So now we're talking 20 years ago, right?
Pretty
You're
much,
thinking
yeah.
about, and that's when you start planning. Was this in business evolves and your ideas evolve? You just said that, but so was this the idea, or was it more of a traditional shop where you have people coming in and you are the mechanic? Like 20 years ago, like what was the thought?
This was kind of the vision.
Okay.
Because like growing up, we didn't have a lot, so I was always working on my cars in the driveway, in the gravel, and I was like, man, I just need a spot. Like working, and I go to my buddies' houses, they'd have more tools, etc. And then I used to flip a lot of cars in college. I'd buy a car, drive it for a month, fix it up, and sell it for more. And I went to college in Erie, Pennsylvania. And at one point, I was doing a wheel bearing on this Mitsubishi Eclipse in a gravel driveway in the middle of winter. And I was like, I hate this. I just need a place if I can rent a shop for 2 hours. This would take 2 hours, not 6 outside.
Right.
And at that point, I had been talking about it with some friends and some buddies, and they were like, "That's a great idea. You should do it. You should do it."
Good
And
friends.
Yeah,
Support.
I've got some really good friends that have supported, and
If only Evan had good friends that supported his
Yeah.
venture and tried
Oh
to.
my God.
I'll support you.
Yeah,
Man.
they're trying to get me to do photography full time.
They believe in you. You should do it.
Yeah, see.
Take a risk.
He lives at home.
Ask your wife.
No, wife. No.
Yeah,
No.
what are you
no,
waiting for
no,
then?
no, no.
Oh.
Yeah, he's got
What are you
no
waiting
excuse.
for?
No,
Oh,
no,
wait,
no,
we're
no.
sorry, Evan. Ask your husband.
Yeah, my husband.
Okay.
No.
Get his approval. It really kind of was like I just wanted to create a place for enthusiasts to work on their cars.
Okay.
That's really where it came from.
Now, how long did it take for you to have actually a lot of clientele over like the build up for it?
It's hard to answer that. I mean, my first year in business, I did $20K in revenue.
Okay.
The next year I did
20 grand net revenue.
yeah.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah. So
So the idea, so other people like the idea as
Yeah,
well, obviously.
yeah.
You think
well,
the-
no, 20 gross. I'm sorry.
Oh, 20
20
grand.
gross.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I didn't pay myself a thing.
Yeah, of course.
The business barely paid for itself at that point.
Mhm.
And then it's been a very slow and steady growth year over year.
Okay. So you think it's the third or fourth year that usually that took off, I should say.
I think by the end of year 3,
Yeah. Okay.
going into year 4, I had a lot of momentum with the
Mhm.
brand. The Wingman brand was really kind of taking off, and I was meeting a lot of people that were like, "Oh yeah, I heard about you," and you're like, "Oh, where?" And they're like, "Oh, my buddy at work," and I'm like, "Oh, I've never met him. I wonder where he heard about it."
Yeah.
So year 4 was pretty awesome. I hit all my goals. Memberships grew. All my numbers were really, really well, and I'm like, actually, 6 months to the date of this year, I was at 50% of all my goals again for growth.
That's fantastic,
So,
man. That's
yeah,
really
it's-
awesome.
It's been good.
So you mentioned memberships. So obviously I can
Yeah.
come in there right now and pay you what, $45 an hour, I think I
Yep.
saw advertised, and I
Yep.
could rent it out for 2 hours, $90, I'm done. But you offer memberships in order to kind of get those long-term
Yeah.
clients. That's pretty smart.
So the memberships I really put together for guys who use Wingman a lot,
Yeah.
because in the beginning it was great because like, okay, I could sell you a membership for $1,000 and you got 40 hours of garage time on your account. And it helped the business grow because boom.
Cash
big-
flow.
Yeah, big
Yeah.
cash flow, big revenue hit. And then they use their hours. They never expire, so they just use their hours as they need to. Same in the same way. And then once their hours are up, they can re-up at the same hourly rate. Because the memberships have an hourly rate that's different.
Right.
So $45 an hour, you can rent Wingman today. Go into your breaks, takes you a couple hours. I prorate it to the minute, so if it takes you an hour and 13 minutes, you'll pay for an hour and 13 minutes.
Gotcha.
I don't hold people to lengths. And then I've got 2 membership options and a 10-hour package option. So it just makes sense.
Is your membership now monthly, or is it just still hourly basis?
It's just a single like buy-in. So the 10-hour package is 10 hours of garage time at $35 an hour, so $350. And
Prepaid. It's just prepaid
Basically,
time.
you're
Yeah.
basically
Yeah.
prepaying at a lower rate, so it kind of locks you in.
Yeah.
And then I've got the Wingman membership, which is 25 hours at 30, and the
Oh.
Apex membership, which is 40 hours at 25.
Awesome.
And then with both membership options, I make you a cool merch package, and you get some neat stuff.
And you get a degree in math by the time you're done with all these packages.
Yeah. It's funny because I'll explain it to a guy and I'll just look at him and they'll be like, huh? And I'm like, this is breaking it down. But the memberships are pretty cool. Like one of my members, Ray, he's got 5 kids that drive.
Yeah.
And they're all like, well, I think 4. I think his youngest isn't driving it. So there's 4. They're all like 16 to like 22. So he's at Wingman right now, I think, working on one of his daughter's cars.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. So you mentioned you're there. Obviously, you don't have to be there whenever it's open. You allow them access when you're not there?
Sort of.
Okay.
So per insurance,
Right.
I have to be there all the time.
Okay.
However, for a long time, I was working on membership access, like 24/7 access.
Yeah, I was just going to ask.
So I launched that in 24. It's you do some training with me on the building. You do some training online with lifting, with how to use the lifts, and then there's like a certificate you get that I put that on file with the insurance company. So now Ray he'll still make an appointment with me, but I'll just see him at the garage. He'll put in his code, go through the door, turn on the lights, turn on the compressor, do his thing. There's a membership sign in, sign out. That's been pretty cool. I think I've only got like 10 or 12 guys that have signed up for that.
I mean, but still 10 or 12.
Yeah.
And that's like, I didn't hear about this till last week for the first time. And I live here in Medina. Have you heard anything about this?
About
yes,
Wingman? Yeah.
I have heard about Wingman, and it was just literally a conversation in passing. A friend of ours actually was sharing a story about how he came over and changed his alternator in my driveway, and somebody else mentioned, he's like, oh, well, you should have gone to Wingman. Like this was, and this was like this, he did this alternator in my driveway in 2016, 10 years ago, but we were sharing this story like 6 months ago. And it was somebody from the bar who basically said, who knew about it. So who's a car guy. And I couldn't tell you who it was, but he's like, oh yeah, we got a place like that. You could have done it over there. That's like, you're missing the point of the story. You did it in my driveway, blah, 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 whatever.
Yeah.
We grilled and all that. But then, yeah, it was the first time I had heard about it.
Okay. So this is the first time I heard about it. And I'd have to think that, because it's great that people work on their cars and trucks, but the bike community specifically, I think that you have a lot of young people that are like 18 or actually, I mean, if you can go 13 to 20 that are riding dirt bikes and side by sides and now crotch rockets or sport bikes, and they live in an apartment complex. They don't have a place to work on their bike, or they're renting one of these townhomes. They don't have a place to work on their bike, or they don't have the money to afford the tools because rent is crazy high expensive right now.
Yeah.
You supply all the tools as well.
Oh yeah. So your hourly rate gets you access to everything we offer. There's no upcharge.
Yeah.
I looked at a lot of comparable businesses around the US, and a lot of them had like an a la carte, like, okay, you want to bay, it's $25 an hour. If you need to use our tools, it's an extra 15. And if you need it, if you need help, it's an extra 30. And it's like, by the time you were done, you're creeping up to $80-$90 an hour. And I was like,
might as well just take it to a shop.
Yeah. Yeah. So I wanted an hourly rate that made sense for Northeast Ohio, but also included everything. So there wasn't like, there's no like, gimme.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're not getting done with your 8-hour lift kit install on your Jeep and thinking, oh yeah, and then I'm like, oh, it's $1,000. And I was like, no way. It's just $45 an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
easy.
I think that's a fantastic idea. I think there's a lot of room for it to grow and expand too. And
phase 2 is going to be a whole new challenge.
Do you know what phase 2 is yet? Or are you able to share it?
I'm up to like phase 5 in my mind. Yeah. So Wadsworth location was always going to be proof of concept for me. It's a small 3-bay garage. It was easy. It's easy to manage right now. It's getting harder as Wingman grows. But phase 2 is Akron Canton location, Greater Cleveland location, Columbus location.
Okay.
So kind of branch out a little bit. Still manageable in Northeast Ohio. Phase 3 is a Wingman outside every major city in the U.S.
Wow.
That might be phase 4. Phase 3 might be like Pennsylvania, New York.
So let me ask
like
let me ask a super important question in this regard. So let's say location number 2, whichever one of those cities, Akron, Canton, or whichever one, how do you duplicate yourself in that equation? Okay, I guess you're not sleeping tonight. Sorry.
Yeah. That's the biggest problem I have right now.
Well, because you think about if you want a mechanic who's actually good at what he can do in there to help people, because you want to have some knowledge, right? You don't want to just some guy just watching.
You have to have mechanical background,
right? Because otherwise you can't be a wingman. You're just a watcher.
Yeah,
right. But mechanics are getting paid $30, $40, $50 an hour to turn wrenches straight time, or I mean, flat rate at a car dealership right now. I think dealerships can't pay enough to get mechanics on board. They're getting $20 flat rate just to change oil, flip brakes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would imagine duplicating yourself to have a shop manager essence. Now the good news is there's probably a lot of old like service directors and things like that were mechanics, worked their way up in the car dealership, and they're like, I'm fucking over coming to work every morning and dealing with these 20-year-old kids, and they would much rather sit in a bay, have Joe Schmo come in with his 1997 pickup truck and need help doing brakes.
You're not wrong, but in the same sense, I've met a lot of guys that are like, oh man, I had this idea like 10, 15, 30 years ago, and I was just going to open up a garage and here's your bay and go do your thing. I am intimately involved with every single customer that comes into Wingman. And that's what drives the brand and the 5-star reviews and everything. If you think you can just give somebody access to a bay and let them do their thing, it's just, it would never work.
Right.
It would never work.
No, because they'd be in your bay for 12 hours.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have so many problems. And I don't know. Well, I'll just say it. I've got a lot of good friends that are great mechanics, but they're not great with people, you know?
Sure.
At face value, Wingman Garage is an automotive business, but I treat this business like customer service business.
Yeah.
Like I take care of you, and we'll take care of the car, and my customers will take care of
That's the reason
Wingman.
why you're at where you're at. It's not even the technical skill. It's the X factor that you just said. That's why I posed the question.
It's hard. It's going to be hard. I have to believe that I can train people to be good. Well, you know, you're not going to hire someone who's bad, but like I know I can train someone to be that good person, because you want, at the end of the day, your golden rule is you want to treat others the way you want to be treated. So if you're just there to help somebody and they don't feel alone, or if they get stuck, I can train people to think outside the box and come up with solutions.
Yeah, I mean, as I'm thinking through this, like, when you kind of talk, there's so many different ways. I mean, you can make each person a partner, right, instead of just an employee.
I mean, I had a board
could
meeting.
Take a lot of overhead off of your, a lot of overhead and time off of yours if you treat these people like, and it spreads the band, almost like franchising it.
Yeah.
On a small time level.
Yeah. I had a board meeting on Monday. I've got a volunteer advisory board that I put together.
Whoa. Board meeting. We need a board.
We definitely need a board.
Guess what?
Meeting.
You can make a board.
Yeah.
I literally made it for this year.
Yeah.
I was talking to my buddy. He's like, you had a board meeting? I was like, you have a board? He's like, yeah, I just made a board. And I was like, I want a board.
I mean,
So I called some guys. I was like, these are all smart dudes. They're way smarter than me. Like, they've been in business. And I was like, you want to be on my board? And they're like, hell yeah. So I was like, cool. So we had a board meeting,
Awesome.
So my wife, I have a board meeting tonight. She's like, oh my God.
Loser.
Yeah, it was at Master Pizza. Anyway, but yeah, so we talked about this at length at that meeting. It's just like duplicating, and I'm not a big ego guy, but I know how to talk to my customers, and I know I can anticipate their needs, and that's what set Wingman apart. So finding that, I've got to believe that right person is out there to like take over some of that. And I'll have to, if I expand, I mean, I can't be in 3 places at once.
Right.
So
Yeah, absolutely. And the other aspect of it too is like, a lot of guys that would fit that position are kind of like type A do-it players.
yeah,
And the problem with that is like they end up doing the work and the client doesn't learn anything. And like you said, the idea is that like I'm there to help you do it yourself.
I've had a few guys shadow me over the last year or so. And they've come on and off just to help me with Saturdays.
Saturdays get pretty busy in the shop.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Like I didn't leave yesterday until 8.
Wow.
And, my wife and kid were out of town. So like I had no reason to go home, so,
yeah, it's like,
but yeah, like having that right mentality, because a lot of guys, it's a blessing and a curse, because they love Wingman so much, they want to see it succeed. So they'll jump right in, and I got to be like, hey, back off a little bit, show them what to do, give them a hand if they need it. Don't do it for them, and it's such a fine line to do that. But I find myself doing it too.
of course.
Because if one of you guys is there and you're really frustrated and something happens, we live in Ohio, bolts break
all the time.
Shit is rusty.
Yeah.
And like I see you get real frustrated, I change my afternoon and I'm like, okay, these 2 guys in bays 2 and 3, I can kind of let them do their thing. I'm going to jump in with you and make sure we get your car out of here so you can go to work tomorrow. Stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that kind of mindset is hard to. It's not hard, but you just have to have that mindset.
Yeah, you just got to be finding the right people that are going to want to take part in that and be like that. Like,
and then the bigger issue on the business side of it is I got to pay them. I barely make I don't make a lot of money.
Right.
Eventually, someday, sure, when the Wingman Empire is up and rolling.
Absolutely.
But to find the right people, you got to be able to pay the right people. And
Well, and the other
that's
thing is
hard.
too, you want them to have the same passion for the business as you
Yeah.
do, right? You know, Gary V. I watch him all the
I love
time
Gary V.
talk, and he was
Yeah.
in front of a lot of people, and you know, he's like, you got to put in the time, you got to put in the effort, got to put in this, you got to do this, and there's like, yeah, but I can't get my employees to work. He's like, why would your employees ever work as hard as you?
Yeah.
Like, this is your dream, your vision, your goal. Like, if you want them to want it as bad as you, if you want them to put in the extra hours to come in on the weekend, like, you have to make them, you have to buy them in.
Yeah.
Like, you have to have them, they have to have a reason to want to do that. Because if you're just supplying a position for them to come in and make an hourly rate or a salary or whatever, like, there's no buy-in for them. They can get that anywhere. In fact, somewhere down the road will offer them a stock options or a purchase option or a partnership. And that's what drives, you know, commitment and proper thinking. Like, I sell it all the time in the dealership world. Like, people would be like, oh, I want to be a general manager. Okay, you could be a general manager, GSM, whatever position you want in the dealership, but ultimately it's not your money. So you and the owner are going to butt heads. As soon as partnership is involved in that, even if it's a small 2, 3, 5% buy-in, now all of a sudden that $20,000 ad campaign you put like an extra 2 hours of the thought into, because you're like, well, if it doesn't work, I'm blowing 20 grand. That's 5% of that's mine.
Right.
So that's why I mentioned it when you come into that, because like, obviously you want somebody to care. You want it to expand on the Wingman brand. You don't want it to just be a guy who's like a shop manager who just sits in there and manages the door going up and down.
Yeah. And that would never work. I mean,
right. It would change the
it would change
emphasis.
the whole atmosphere.
Which-
And the coolest thing too is like, man, there's so much has happened that I didn't anticipate. Like, I'll have members. My members love Wingman. I mean, they're members, right?
Yeah.
So I'll have members who will be there working, and they'll see like other people struggling and just jump in and help. And
That's
I'll be
pretty
like,
cool.
I'll be helping someone in bay 1, and like Ray, he's really good at this. He'll jump in bay 2 and help a guy if he needs help with something. It
community.
just happens all the time. It is exactly it. It's exactly it.
It's guys' night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a way.
I mean, it really is. It's guys' night for the
I mean,
most
I'll have
part.
people show up who aren't members. They'll be like, yeah, I was off today. I was bored. Can I help with something? I'm like, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, it happens
like,
all the time.
You had the community car build. We're going to talk about that in a little
Yeah.
bit. But I mean, there's 20 guys just showing up to help build
All
this
strangers
project, all
jumping in
strangers.
together.
Yeah. And I think that just makes it a little bit cooler when it's just like, hey, I need to get away from the house for a little bit. What can I go do? My kids are out of the house and grown, or I don't have kids.
Or they
like,
bring them down.
Yeah, or I'm going to teach
'Cause,
my
like-
son how to do a brake job or whatever. And it's like, go down to the shop. You get a bunch of guys down there, and you guys are just shooting the shit, and working on cars. Like, I don't work on my own cars personally. The bikes I'll work on, but the cars no. But I remember that as a kid, like that was some of the most fun things I did with my dad.
Yeah.
Some of the best memories I got to this day. The best memory I ever had, I never laughed so hard, was like, we just got done doing brakes, doing all this stuff, and then we changed the oil, and then like we're like sitting there, and I was probably like 16 at this point, and we're having a cigarette in the garage, and like
At 16.
Yeah.
and I looked
Sharing
down,
it.
I was like, that's not good. He's like, fuck, there's like a huge puddle of oil.
You
We have
didn't
to
put
put the
the-
drain plug
yeah,
in.
didn't put the drain plug back
Just 5 quarts of oil just smeared all over the garage.
Fresh oil on the floor.
But
yeah.
it's like that's the stuff that like I remember working on a go-kart and it catching on fire. We drove it into the lake to put it out. Like, it's just like those are the memories you have. So like when you're in a shop like that, I would imagine when you're in if a guy's working on one in a bay and he hears, shit,
Oh, yeah.
fuck, like,
Yeah.
hey,
Oh, yeah.
do you need some help, buddy? Like, yeah, can you hold this up for
Yeah.
me while I try to
It
get this?
happens all the time.
I'm sure. So that's
my
kind of
favorite, my favorite thing, and I won't name names, but it happens all the time. It's like I'll be back and forth between the bays, or I'll be cleaning up a bay, getting ready for the next guy coming in, and I'll hear like in bay 3, Aaron, I can't get this nut loose, and I won't even look up. I'll just be like sweeping. I'm like, you're turning it the wrong way. 10 seconds go by. Oh, you're right. I got it. They're just like righty-tighty, lefty-loosey all the time. It's like stuff like that. Or guys will do a bunch of work and they'll drain the oil and they'll do the brakes and they'll do the suspension and then they go to leave and I'm like, "Did you put oil in it?" And they're like, "Oh my God, I didn't put any oil in it." And they pop the hood again. We got to fill it with oil.
That's so funny.
After that one, because I had a guy start his car up
Ugh.
and it shut off. And he started again and it shut off. And I'm like looking at him. I'm like, "What's?" And I said, "You put oil in it?" And he goes, "Oh my God, I didn't put oil in it." It was fine.
Yeah.
After that day, I bought whiteboards for each bay, so people doing a lot of work can like write down oil
That's pretty
change,
smart,
brakes,
yeah.
filter, and then they cross it off.
That's pretty
'Cause,
good.
You don't want
Yeah.
anybody to leave and then like call me 30 minutes later, be like, oh, my engine seized. I'm on the side of the highway. And be like, did you put oil in? And they're like, oh.
Wingman Towing Company.
Yeah.
That's why I have a truck and a trailer. Yeah.
No, do you have a bike lift there or no?
I do.
How sweet is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope that this explodes for you because I can only imagine how it benefits. So when I was in the military, and this is something that Dan and I talked about last week, we had a garage that was stacked full of tools.
Yep.
And there was but there wasn't like somebody to help you. They were just there to oversee the bays.
Yeah,
Kinda.
like you sign stuff out.
Right. But just having that spot to go because we all lived in barracks, we didn't have garages. Do brakes or change an alternator belt or something like that. Like it was just simple to do. And having a place to do it was like, oh, man, what a relief. I don't have to take it to the shop off post. That's at that time was probably charging $130 an hour 20 years ago because it was right off post.
Yeah.
And now shop times even at local garages are what, $175 an hour?
I heard somebody told me like last week that the local Chevy dealerships are up like $220
Holy
for a
shit.
Chevy. I mean, yeah, for a Chevy.
Yeah, right.
I mean, Audi's at 185.
yeah.
It's just.
I mean, they can charge whatever they want because they have such an abundance of work. You know,
it's crazy.
And to come off subject a little bit, but that's just the trades in general. We've had guys from the trades that have come in here and talked about like I overprice work because I hope I don't get the job because I'm already booked out so far that I can't get to it, and I don't want to have to tell somebody like, you know, my buddy's a plumber. He's like, dude, somebody will be like, I need this done right now. I'll give them some astronomical price because I don't have time to do it for 3 or 4 weeks. And then they're like, all right, that's sweet. Can you get it done in a week? I'll pay that. And he's like, fuck, I guess I'm working at 11 o'clock at night tonight. Because like, you can't turn away that much money.
No,
but
it's
just the garage is the same way, right? There's such an abundance of work, especially with all the recalls that are being done. I think my wife's had 10 recalls on our Bronco since she owned it.
Oh, the Bronco. Yeah.
But now Ford started mobile service garages because there's just so much out there. They're just trying to get their hands on as much service as they possibly can. And what's that mean? That means you got to charge more hourly in order to make the bays more profitable. Yeah. And then the mechanics labor hours, we just talked about it. You go into a shop as a 10-year mechanic, you should be making at least $40 an hour.
At least. Now. I know. I've got like I said, I've got a lot of friends who are mechanics, and they talk all the time about the BS they have to deal with. You know. My one buddy Kevin, he's been a mechanic for probably 20 years, 25 years. And he's just always like, man, I can't keep doing this. I'm killing myself because he can't get off the shop floor.
Yeah, of course. Well, and on top of that, you know, a veteran mechanic, like he knows that he gets paid flat rate most likely. So all he has to do is just turn his hours and he's done. Like he's gonna turn 70 hours a week on average, a good flat rate mechanic. But then so the shops in order to cut down on that are, hey, I need you to help out this guy. This guy gets paid regular hourly. Can you give him a hand? Can you give him a hand? I'll give you a cool title like shop foreman. You don't get paid anymore, but you get to be called shop foreman.
You get a new business
and
card.
now you get to go help all these kids out. And like most of them are like, I'd rather go back to just being my flat rate 80 hours a week, cranking it out and being done. And so that the service industry in general is really tough right now. So
a lot of stuff changed after COVID. I mean, COVID had its fingers in everything. Everything's a lot of stuff's different now. I don't think people really realize it.
I don't think they ever will. They're so bought in. You know, half the population loved COVID. Like still to this day, I still see people driving around in a car by themselves with a mask on, and I'm like, I can't. I just
they're just ugly,
or they're about to go leave the store.
Put a nice face on it.
Yeah. Right. But like, you know, it did. It changed so much. Changed the way we think, the way we interact, the way we talk, the way we use technology, the way we avoid conversations. We talk about this all the time. Like the best part about this podcast is at least 3 of us sit here on a Sunday for a couple hours and don't use our phone for 2 hours and just have a conversation with anybody.
Well, 2 of us don't use our phones. For
I was 2 of us and a guest.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We're okay.
Yeah. 3.
1, 2, 3.
What are you doing right now?
I'm doing a little bit of everything. I'm talking. I'm editing. I'm editing videos for you guys.
Oh,
nice.
So
should we debut that video right now?
I'm not. I'm like halfway through it.
Oh, okay. Well, we're halfway through the podcast, so we'll circle back to you at the end.
Motherfucker. No, I have a question. Now, if someone like comes in the shops, got the parts they need to replace the broken part of the car.
Yeah.
Say what happens, something else breaks when they're working on it.
Yeah.
And they only have so much time. Do you
So
you have to go out? They have to go out and buy another part, or do you have?
It depends.
Okay.
So if it's something simple, I'll call AutoZone, I'll call O'Reilly's, I'll call Car Parts Warehouse and say, hey, I need, you know what, we found a bad tie rod as well. Send that over. They'll deliver it. He pays for it. He pays me back for it at the end of it. If it's a catastrophic failure or something like a really rare part we can't get, we just get the car back together and then we come up with a plan B where they can put it in the parking lot and come back in a few days or next week or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then as far as appointment times go, I buffer everything. So like if you go to wingmangarage.com and you fill out a reservation request, it gives you like the option to pick like a 2 or 3 or 4 and on up to 10 hours time slot. So, you know, if you're coming in and you're telling me you need 4 hours to do brakes, I'll give you the 4 hours to do brakes. I think you'll do it faster than that. But a lot of times people will come in to do big jobs and they'll be like, yeah, I'm going to do a clutch on my WRX. And I only need half a day. And I might say, okay, cool. See you at 9. I'll book him the whole day.
Yeah.
He doesn't know that, but I know that it's going to take him longer.
Yeah.
That way I'm not calling somebody and saying, hey, I got to cancel you
Right.
because he's stuck and he's got the time and he can feel at ease knowing he can get it done and, you know, drive his car to work the next day and all that stuff.
That's pretty
There's
cool.
a lot that's in the, you know, behind the scenes with the appointment scheduling. And people ask me all the time, why can't I just sign up for an appointment on the website, like with a calendar, not have to talk to you? I'm like, well, I want to interview you. Like it's like a phone interview first. It's like, okay, Evan, have you ever done your brakes before? And you say, yeah. I'm like, okay, cool. You got all the parts? Great. Awesome. See you. Evan, have you ever done your brakes before? And you say, no. I'm like, okay. Have you watched any YouTube videos? Do you know what you're getting into? You doing front, rear? Do you have all the parts? Here's what the parts are. That interview tells me right away, like what I need to book you for and what I need to watch out for when you come in. So I'll be like, okay, I need to keep an eye on Evan, make sure he's on task. Or if you've done brakes all the time, cool, Evan's good in bay 1. I'm going to help out the guys in bay 2 and 3 and check in with you every 15 minutes.
Oh, and that's part of you scheduling that out yourself,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly.
Is being able to kind of justify through that conversation, like, well, this guy's doing this and this guy's doing the clutch on the WRX, never done it before. I do not need a guy doing a lift kit who's never done a lift kit before at the same time.
That's where like all that behind the scenes stuff that people don't realize. Like my weeks are scheduled out. Like my days are scheduled to like make sure everybody has a successful day.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want anybody stuck or overwhelmed or, I mean, there are days when I'm way too thin and I can't get to everybody. It happens.
Is it more planned things like lift kits? Obviously, is not an emergency, or is it more emergencies like, hey, this came on in my car's only driving 15 miles an hour?
Probably a little bit of both. You know, when I first opened, I'm an enthusiast. Like I work on my cars, I like modifying and racing and doing fun stuff. So I was like, oh yeah, you know, everybody can come in and do coilovers and turbos. And it's like 15% of my business. 85% of my business is easily just guys. Oh yeah, I need to do brakes. I need a strut went bad, or I need an oil change, or change my transmission fluid. It's
so
a lot of it's
and-
preventative.
yeah.
But then I'll get guys like, hey, my brakes just started squeaking. When can I come in? Be like, cool, come in Tuesday afternoon. I got a spot for you.
Do you have a tire machine there?
Oh yeah.
So people can actually do tires there.
I usually do them for them because
Yeah.
most people can wrench, but
bounce.
most people don't know how to like use a tire machine.
Yeah.
And if you do it wrong, you can screw a wheel up, and I don't want anybody to screw a wheel up.
Now you mentioned your partnership with AutoZone Car Parts.
Yeah.
I'm assuming, do you mark up the parts at all, or you want to share that?
I do a little bit. It kind of depends.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like if you walk in and
Because I mean that's another great reason right there. Because typically, if you buy your parts on a retail counter, or if you're buying them while you're doing the work at a dealership, if you're paying for your brakes to a dealership, you're paying a 67% markup typically on those parts.
oh yeah, it's crazy.
so-
Brakes are probably my biggest like jobs at Wingman. I do brakes all the time.
Yeah.
Because like I mean, people come in and say, yeah, they BMW quoted me $1,200 to do the brakes on the front, like one axle.
Wow.
And then he'll just get his brakes online and come in and do them for $300.
Yeah.
You know, with the Wingman. Like,
Yeah.
Is anybody like wholesaling this? I don't know, better way to put it, meaning that like people are paying their friend to come in their car and do it, you think? Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, it's
They're renting the
space.
bay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
if anything, so like I have a few mobile mechanics that'll actually call me and say, hey man, I've got a big mobile mechanic job. Like, but I can't do it. I need a lift. And I just like, yeah, man, we'll book you a bay.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
Or like Dan, I think the first time I met Dan at Good Morning, he came in with his buddy Dom, who was doing brakes on his Jeep. And that's kind of how we met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's potential for everything. That's what I said. Like when you talk about like, I mean, we're talking about cars, trucks, and I saw that one guy. It was actually on one of Dan's videos with Good Morning Mechanic, but it was the guy with the TRX. brand.
Oh, the Rebel.
Yeah, the Rebel.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know, he just doesn't have a garage. Like
Yeah.
he's got a house that's like 100 years old, and it's like got one of those tiny little garages that
Yeah, you
wouldn't
can't
fit
fit his truck in there.
can't fit it in. So, and that guy's probably, if I'm not mistaken, he was like a 50, 60, 70
Yeah,
year
he's
old
a
man,
little
something like
older.
that. So
Yeah.
like that dude's not trying to lay on rocks in the driveway and do things. And then on top of that, this was my next process. I've just got a tire machine there, but I'm assuming you have scan tools as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
Oh yeah.
check engine lights come on today, like, you know, like I change underwear. Like they come on for the dumbest shit. And
we don't have enough time to talk about the.
you know,
all
and it's
that.
like
I was gonna say,
you
What
go to a
computers running
dealership, they're charging
computers?
you $180 just to look
Just to
at it.
scan
Then they
it.
give you a code and they're like, hey, it could be this, it could be this, it could be this. We're gonna start with replacing this and we'll let you know how it goes. And it's like it's ridiculous.
I bet you 3 or 4 times a week someone will come in. Hey, my light just came on. Can you scan it? I'll scan it and say, yeah, it's an HVAC code or evap code or
Right.
You got to know too. Let me clear it. If it comes back on, call me back. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay, what do I owe you? I'm like, just come back when tell your friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
absolutely.
it. It's just that diagnostic charge is nothing but a money grab.
Yeah.
It literally takes you 30 seconds to plug it in.
Well,
get
and
it
like you
reading.
said, you're not even giving them all. I mean, it's giving you it's a start point.
Yeah.
Right. Because then you gotta like finagle some things and see where it's actually coming from.
Mhm.
You know,
Unless it's like a really specific code.
correct.
Like
Yeah.
your
which
crankshaft
there
sensor
is.
on,
Yes.
bank 1 is bad. Okay,
Right.
let's change that. But
Yeah, but when you get into, especially when you get into evap sensors and or
all the emissions.
dude, you could be chasing your tails for hours. I can't remember how many parts I replaced on this. This is my first car. It was a 1988 Ford Escort EXP. I don't know if you remember that car.
I know.
Kind of looked like a fastback Mustang,
Yeah.
but it wasn't.
yeah.
But I must have replaced like a dozen parts trying to get that thing to pass E-check. And all it was I had 2 screws left from when I replaced the EGR valve that I didn't tighten enough.
Yeah.
It was literally
Just
as simple as
little
like
leak.
adjust, tighten,
Done.
boom, gone. Car ran like a top, And I sold that car for way too cheap. And the guy came through. I was 16 years old. This guy came through the drive-through one day. He's like, "Hey, bro, I bought this car from you, dude. All I had to do was adjust the EGR valve, tighten down the screws. Thing's running like a top, man. I appreciate it." I was like, "Fuck."
Damn it.
I mean, at that point, I think I bought that car for $300. I think I sold it for $1,500. So I made out, but I was
Yeah.
like, that was a $2,500 car. Like,
Yep,
dang, And so yeah, you can easily chase your tail. So having that access to where somebody can come in and just get it
Yep.
scanned, figure it out. If it turns out to be more, that's what I'm here for. Don't go to your local car dealership where you're going to spend 6 hours of labor and might still have a check engine light afterwards.
The cool thing about that too is like a lot of the new cars, they have the electronic parking brake.
Yeah.
So like Toyota especially, or even Honda, like you have to take it to the dealer because they can put the parking brake in maintenance mode. And I'm like, I can just do it with my laptop thing.
Yeah.
And then it does it. We do brakes, take it out, cake. It's just because they don't want you working on your own car.
No,
Not
of
anymore.
course not.
They want you to go to the dealership and spend $200 an hour.
Well, that's why when you open the hood, it's like a big plastic sheet over the top
Yeah.
of the entire thing. It's like, one of my first trucks was an 88 GMC with a 350 in
Yeah.
it. Like I remember
you could have
being on the
lunch in there.
side
You
of the
could- You could eat in it.
Dude, funny story. So I was driving home in high school and it broke down and it was going to overheat and the belt snapped.
Yeah.
So like I remember freezing my ass off. My buddy brought over a belt for me and met me, and we're literally like on each side of the engine block trying to pry this thing open. The heat of the engine keeping us
keep it-
warm
yeah,
still
yeah.
from it being on earlier. And it's like, but like now I can't even get my hands in there to find the oil filter.
No.
It's like such a pain in the ass now.
There's some ridiculous engineering that's going on nowadays. It's like, why would they? I have this one video on TikTok. Like, I have a TikTok for Wingman. It's
Okay.
just like stupid. Like, I think it's funny, so like maybe the world will.
Yeah.
And I have this one video where I like shoved my hand up between like this in the car, and I've got 2 fingers on this bolt, and I'm just going.
I think we need to find that video right now. What do you think? Will?
And it was like all the comments, and I was wearing gloves, and people were freaking out. Like, you're doing that with gloves? Because they put the bolt directly behind like the firewall on the subframes. Like, how are you supposed to maintenance this part that often breaks?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so
Drop the whole
ridiculous.
subframe in the engine to do it? It's ridiculous.
Sorry.
I'm trying to recall the make and model. The friend who changed his alternator in my driveway. It's Andrew, by the way. That's who I was talking about, Evan.
Really?
Yeah. Like the guy
Yeah.
is in the Andrew who,
Which one is
we
this?
wouldn't even.
Top one or the bottom one? Wingman.
No, the top one.
Okay.
Yeah.
But so yeah, it was kind of a similar story where
Keep going.
he had to like remove, I think, 2 of the main engine mounts and swing the engine.
Oh, I think
Swing the engine.
Keep going.
Swing the engine forward enough to be able to squeeze his hand up between the motor
So
and the firewall and
ridiculous.
everything.
See, I can never work on my own car. I'm sorry, but I'm not one of those guys that likes to like work on
Get
his
dirty.
own car. I don't mind getting
You
dirty.
do got your hat on to those, so does that mean you were picking the weeds? And
Weeding the beds?
No, not today. I told you all day today from 9:30 this morning till I left my house at like 3:30. I literally have been editing photos and videos all day long.
It took you almost 2 hours to get
I
here.
think you must have missed it. It's the only one with like
Told
a
you.
lot of views.
Subway.
A lot.
Yeah.
Like this one right here, 4,700 views.
No. That one's pretty awesome though. But
You
that's not it.
can organize them by way of popularity.
Oh,
By
you
the way.
can. Oh, popular. Yeah. Okay. See, I didn't even know this stuff.
Oh, holy crap. Is this it?
Oh, no. Oh, the other ones.
Look at
It's,
this.
it's actually the second one.
103,000. Dude, how does this guy have 103,000 views, 150,000 views, and only 319 followers?
Yeah, I don't.
Guys,
I don't understand the social
Wingman
media at all. I
Garage
really
on
don't
TikTok.
understand it.
If you're not following him, give
That
the
first
guy a
video is
follow.
pretty funny though. Actually, this guy's awesome.
All right, let's look at this one first.
One piece at a time, and
Yeah.
you know it's me when I come through your town. I'm gonna ride around in style. I'm gonna drive everybody wild, 'cause I'll have the only one there is around.
Are you also holding the phone / camera?
It's slant. It's like I'm like
So
this
you're
around
doing
it.
that, yeah.
My friend, I left that day with a lunchbox. One piece of
I mean, that's so funny because
Yeah.
I've been there a million times, like, and it's like, it's like, why don't they make cars like they make bikes?
Oh,
Like,
bikes are easy.
I could literally take 2 wrenches and take down one of my KTM's to nothing, to a
Yeah.
frame with 2 wrenches, and that's it.
easily.
I think
And-
they should make cars like bicycles where you just flip them upside down on the handlebar in the seat, and then you can just work on it that way.
So there's a car in the trunk. In the trunk. in the
In
trunk.
the trunk.
Get
That's Larry. He's the coolest dude.
That's awesome.
I
Car.
didn't realize some of these had actually had more views than I thought. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, you're getting a ton of views, dude. You're just getting shafted. 319
I don't post often
followers.
though. I don't post often. That's the thing is I don't.
Well, I can't believe this thing's got 150,000 views and only 24,000 total likes. Like between all of it, like this has only got. I mean, this has got some serious content.
A lot of shares.
Yeah, I
A
don't
lot
know.
of comments, a lot of saves. Yeah, man.
I like that remix though.
Yeah, I do too. Dude, TikTok, I mean, social
It's-
media in
it's
general
crazy.
is like one of those things that I just don't understand.
Yeah.
Like there's millions of fucking people in the world. And, you know, that's great content. Like, I'm sure you've got some other stuff on here that's.
Is that a
the
Mach
same.
1?
Load
white
Load
one?
up that white
white one?
Mustang.
I can't see it. This one right here or this
No,
one
go
right here?
over
That one. Let's look at that one. Oh yeah. It's got a Cleveland in it. 351.
I don't think he does. No. He actually built that for a cross country race.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's a local guy.
Is that the race that went through Medina last year or whatever?
I don't think so. I don't
No.
think so.
Oh, that's a good looking car though.
Oh yeah, no, that's got something custom in it.
Yeah,
That's-
it's pretty well put together.
Yeah.
It's-
You've had some other stuff. Is this a real GT500?
yeah. That's 2011.
Ah.
He brought it in. That's this year for its first oil change. Or no, its second oil change. It's got
Wow.
like 10,000 miles on it.
no, so it just sits in the garage.
He just bought it.
Oh really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we
Oh,
have
yeah.
we have a buddy who's got one of those.
Yeah. He likes to do that by the ice cream.
He likes to do that right in front of my house.
Yeah.
So
Does he?
You know, it's funny. We talked about this today. My wife and I talked. You ever go get ice cream? Like
All
your
the time.
Wadsworth, so like Biddingers or what's it called?
My wife's on the Scoops kick. Scoops and
Scoops. Which one? Medina or Seville?
Seville.
Seville.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were on that for a while. We've been on. I don't know what happened. I despised Handles, and now I go there at least like 3 times a week. But
So we're the opposite. We used to
Really?
go there all the time, and now my wife's like, nah, I don't like handles anymore. I'm like, why?
Have you guys gone to Biddingers?
We haven't.
Oh God, dude.
I drive by it every day.
Dude, that is probably the best soft serve ice cream
Is it?
in Ohio. And it's like still like 1990s pricing. Like I can go there with like 4 kids, me and my wife, my 4 nephews and nieces, and we'll spend like $11.
Deal. It's on the list.
Yeah, we
Definitely
should,
check
we
it
should
out.
go now. There's 4 of us.
Yes.
We should.
But it's funny, we always talk because no matter what time of day or night it is, whenever we're in line or outside of the ice cream, one of the ice cream shops, somebody drives by and does that.
Yep.
Like
They
has to-
downshift and
yeah, and it's like, does this just us happen, or does this where is this like every 5 minutes somebody
Yeah.
has to go by? Like it doesn't matter bike or like especially down at Handles, like a bunch of college kids will be like screaming out the window and
handles
stuff,
all the time.
random
Handles.
stuff, and it's
Just
like
all the time.
it's like, but does this happen anywhere other than ice cream spots? Like it's kind of cool. It's kind of like makes
Yeah.
me think of like what it was like
My
back in
younger
the day.
self was like, would definitely do that.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I used to cruise Walmart parking lots, dude. I don't know.
Actually, go back up to that one.
Which one?
Over one.
This
This
one
is
right
a
here?
cool story, yeah. So this kid, Kyle, got rear-ended in a snowstorm last year, and that was his beloved car. Like he loved that car. He built the whole thing, and we found a shell, and he reshelled the whole car to
wow.
a new shell. Engine, trans, suspension, tires, wheels,
Really?
brakes, everything. Yeah, we took everything out of it and put it in a
Really?
new shell. Yeah.
How long was he in the bay for?
It was like a couple months. Like we'd push it outside, bring it back in, push it back
Yeah.
outside. Yeah, so we were swapping everything then. Yeah, it's just cool stuff.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I wish you would have had like in the future. It'd be cool if you took a video of like before and then threw it randomly after. Because
There's one-
I want to see what this might look like afterwards.
Well, yeah, that's when we did the first start. We were both jumping and screaming and stuff because it
That's
worked.
Awesome.
And then that's him backing it out and driving it home.
Oh wow.
Not wrecked. Yeah.
Not
It was-
wrecked. Yeah. No, I couldn't even tell. It was an Evo 10.
Yeah, yeah.
I couldn't
Evo
even
10.
tell what it was before the before shot.
Yeah, that was a bad accident. He was outside of it, and when the guy hit him, it actually hit him, and that's what ruined the rear door.
Oh,
His
okay.
body.
Yeah.
it was horrible.
That much. Yeah.
Yeah, it was,
Yeah, see, this guy's what I'm thinking. I was like, why didn't he just swap the engine? And they're like, no.
Yeah.
Just
yeah,
swap
I'm like dude,
everything.
everything.
Yeah.
Um,
I drove one of those that was set up for rally racing, and that thing was just like scary fast.
Bonkers.
Yeah. I think it was somewhere around like 600 and some odd horsepower. And
Yeah,
yeah, I couldn't even on the street, couldn't even keep the tires still. Like
they're not made to go slow.
No.
like they do one
not at
thing,
all.
they go fast. That's it.
Yeah, and I'm not a rice burner kind of guy, but that car was pretty wicked. That was a
Yeah,
lot
the
of fun.
tuning nowadays is crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, you could buy a brand new like GTI or Golf R or even an Audi,
Yeah.
and just buy an off the shelf $150 tune, and you're making 400 plus horsepower
Yep.
all day long.
that's the benefit of the new technology with
Yeah.
computers and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
I haven't looked into it because I'm trying to be a grown up with my new truck, but typically the first thing I would do with any diesel is like
Yep.
strip all the emissions,
delete it.
delete
Yeah,
it.
bully
get a
dog
tune on it.
programmer.
Yeah,
That's
This
a
time
little.
I'm like, no, don't. And
That's
then, like,
that's a little more than $200 for our trucks. That's
true.
That's up
well,
there.
no, you used to be able to put a bully dog. I mean, my 06. Now the 06 was the
That's pre-emissions, though.
06 and a half was pre-emissions.
Yeah.
It was the LBZ, and you could buy a bully dog tuner for that thing. And I remember taking that with 35 6-inch lift. First day I put the bully dog tuner on it, took it down to Dragway 42, 6-pack of Coors Light in the center console, and ripped a 12.9 in 4 high.
that's cooking for a 6,000,
I was
7,000
next
pound
to
truck.
I was next to a neon SRT4, and I was like, "Yeah, eat it, just
Yeah.
fucking rolling coal." But like, I was only like $400 programmer back in
Yeah.
the day, so now I can imagine. But with emissions, now today it's
Yeah.
a pain in the butt. That's like my
yeah, everything's choked.
my
Yeah, just
nephew's
all-
like, "Hey, you want to remove that?" I'm like, "Dude, the kit's probably like 12 grand right
Yeah.
now
Easily.
to remove
Yeah.
it." And there was I don't know if they undid it, but there was some pretty big come downs as far as people that were stripping those
Big time.
recently.
Yeah.
Because as I was getting closer to leaving the dealership world, like we had to be concerned with what we were buying, trucks that were EGR deleted and DPF deleted and stuff like that. So
Well, if you do decide to do that, I know a place where you can take it to do the work.
I have a 28-foot shed in the back, but yeah, I can
True.
always take it to Wingman and do it there
True.
and have him give me a hand with it, right? Is there any limits onto what you will bring into the shop? Or you guys? I mean, obviously that one
your
was
truck actually.
On topic.
So that's part of the Wingman 2.0 build out is like I miss out on a lot of opportunity to help diesel guys because I just can't lift you.
Yeah.
My lifts are rated for 9,000 pounds, and your new truck is probably pretty close to that.
Yeah,
But the other thing is like they're so big.
Yeah.
Like they're just so big, you know.
yeah.
So
absolutely.
Wingman 2.0 is like
So is 2.0 this shop or 2.0 the next shop?
next shop.
Yeah.
Bigger, more space, more room for storage, full blown alignment machine. You know, a lot of guys do suspension, coilovers and stuff, and I'm like, I'd love to just roll them into a bay and do a quick alignment, you know, and get them out of there.
Well, that's what I was
Like,
going to
just
ask.
like a one-stop
Do you have an
shop. I
alignment
don't.
rack now? So
No.
Wingman 2.0.
Yeah.
That's
And then that
awesome.
same rack will pose as a 14K lift for like big trucks for you
That's
guys
sweet.
to do cool stuff.
Yeah. It's awesome when we have people on that have these ideas because I could like totally just get behind them and like yours is definitely an idea that I could absolutely like. I'm already thinking of somebody like you need somebody in the future. Like I got a guy. I'm already like I know exactly who it is, and I'm like you guys would like hit it off perfectly. And he's wrenching currently in his parents' driveway.
Send him over
on the side, and he's like. Actually, there's one point I was like, oh, this was my excuse. This is what I told my wife. I was like, oh, I'm going to build this big ass barn. That way I have a third bay. I'll rent it out to Corey. He'll give me 10% of his jobs. It'll be an income thing, right? And then she changed her. She didn't like that idea. And I was like, well, that's fine. I'll just buy another toy. But like, I just, I can totally get behind this idea, not only for somebody to come in there, but there's some good people out there that would be awesome to help you expand and push that business out there. And hopefully people are listening to this and they're like, damn, that's fucking sweet. Especially if you're, you know, like I said, these young kids, they don't have my first house had a garage. I was fortunate, right?
Yeah.
Most people now are renting into their 30s.
I had a guy in last week. He was working on his BMW, he blew up the transfer case, and he was actually getting, I don't want to say evicted. There was some inspector was going to come by and like kick him out of his property because he was like trying to fix his car in the parking lot, and he like needed to get to work.
Yeah.
So he's like, he had it towed down to Wingman. We fixed it all one day, and he drove it out. You know, and it's like I hear those stories all the time. I just think it's so ridiculous.
It is, but then again, like we talked about in the Army, like I remember looking out and like having a tarp over your buddy's car for like 2 weeks because you know it had a blown CV shaft or something like that, and like he couldn't get it down to the shop in time, and you're doing it in the parking lot. Like it happens, but the idea that there's a place that you can get inside, get warm, and like have somebody give you a hand on something, especially if you're younger, you're inexperienced, you don't know what you're doing. Maybe your dad's not a mechanic. You know, learn some bond and create some bonds too.
Oh yeah, it's been super rewarding. I met so many cool people, like just great, like Dan, for example, just genuinely good people.
Yeah,
that like just come down to Wingman, they have a good time, and they're just very grateful for the business. I used to get asked all the time, aren't you afraid someone's going to steal your tools? I'm like, never thought about it because like you're so happy to be there and have this spot.
Yeah, why would
the
you want
last
to
thing
ruin
you want to
it?
do is like take a tool. I've had guys, I had a family, they were driving from Maine to Wyoming and their wheel bearing went. And we did a late night. They called me, hey, I need to do this wheel bearing. Like no shops are open. It's like real bad. And brought him in, did the wheel bearing with him, got him back on the road. And I had like a week and a half later, I got a package and it was like a socket that he forgot to give me back.
That's awesome.
And I was like, that's pretty cool. You know, it's like,
absolutely.
Couldn't have sent some lobster with it too.
Right. Right. No, it's been pretty neat.
All right, so I've got the video queued up here, but
for the
let's
community car.
yeah, let's talk about community car build because this isn't your first one.
Right.
How
So
many have you done?
we did the first one in 22.
Okay.
So 22, 23, 24. So this is my fourth.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what spawned the idea of the community car build originally?
You ready?
Yeah.
I was so sick of watching other people build cars on YouTube.
So you decided to become one.
Right. So now, well, sort of, but now you have the option to get out from behind the screen and come be part of the build.
Yeah.
And that's what it was. It's like, I want to build a car, give people the opportunity to come down and get their hands dirty and learn and like build something neat and modify a car, even if they can't afford it or don't have a car they want to modify, they're doing it. They're part of it, and they're not just sitting there just watching it. Which is nothing wrong with that. Like, at
No,
all.
but you know,
But if you want to get like get out there and meet some people and like have some fun, that's why I wanted to do it. And no one was doing it. I mean, there are other channels doing stuff like that where they do giveaways and like merch, buy merch. you get
giveaways
points.
are that's another thing. But actually coming on and being part of that, like that makes it kind of cool.
And then the first year I was gonna raffle it off, and then like a week or two away from the raffle, I finally figured out that I can't raffle a car in Ohio when you're a for-profit. Yeah, because of Ohio's gambling laws. So I about faced and like, okay, how can I give the car away in some cool way? And then we did a treasure hunt where I created a treasure map, and everybody who opted into the treasure hunt on the same day in the morning, it was a Sunday morning. I always do Sundays. They all got the treasure map in their email, and the first person to find the keys got to keep the car.
That's sick. You guys know we're doing that this year.
Yeah.
I saw this. I saw the sign up.
I bought a ticket.
Yeah.
So I bought a ticket. So I was like, we'll go live here at 8:20 or 8:30
So
in the morning.
I can't give you too much.
No, don't give
info.
us any details.
So
That's
the first
okay.
year we did the treasure hunt.
Yeah.
It was a treasure map. There's a recap video I did on that one. That was pretty cool. The second year I did a scavenger hunt where you got like a point-to-point clues. So your email in the morning, it was like a riddle.
Yeah.
And I had it in a different language. You could like translate it. And then it said, okay, if you figured out where that was, you had to get in your car and drive there. And it's like all over Northeast Ohio.
That's awesome.
So yeah, and then the first person that, it ended at Summit Racing in Talmadge.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I had a bunch of people. Like it went from your email to high voltage karting to an AutoZone in Wadsworth to a Goodyear headquarters in Akron to Talmadge. And like the clues, I go through the clues in one of my videos. They're really cool. Like my wife and I, we really like sat down and made these like really cool.
Yeah.
Like the last one was like a pictograph where you had to like match up like the pictures to find a letter. And that was a lot of fun. That was like my favorite one. Last year's was kind of the same. But there was a little bit of a hiccup with one of the clues, so not everybody got to got that far yet. It was a bummer. And then this year we're doing something a little bit different because I want to try and do something different every year just to change it up.
Yeah.
So I don't think you guys are going to be expecting what you're going to be getting into.
Well, we're going to be sitting here at 8:30 in the morning. I'm going to have the bike queued up. We'll have a camera in Evan's car and David's just in case we have to all drive.
Oh, I rented a helicopter for the day.
Jeez.
No, I
we're-
didn't.
okay,
no, I
that'd be-
didn't.
I
But
mean,
I am
that'd
a
be sick.
pilot. But
We're gonna-
if somebody would like to, fund the, rental of the helicopter, we can add that into the mix here.
But
real
yeah,
quick.
we're gonna footage ourselves chasing through whatever clues or game that you've got going on.
If we do win the car,
We're gonna give it away too.
okay. All right.
We're gonna regift the car.
Yeah, we're gonna re-gift it.
Well, you guys, as of right now, you guys have a 50-50 shot at winning it.
Are you serious?
We sold two entries.
Okay,
wow.
I told you one of the reasons why I think that's the case.
And I fixed it.
Did you get a pop up
Yeah,
on there?
I did. I did a
Yeah,
pop-up at
because
the
I
top.
did it from my cell phone, and it was like go to this area. And so I'm scrolling the website. I'm like, I don't see anything, and then I clicked on the little three dots, and I couldn't get to the little button at the bottom.
I had him fix that too.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Because I was like, man, this is gonna be hard. People are gonna give up, or I think
Yeah.
it's not real. So
You should have not done that. You just
no, we
now
want all we
decreased our
want we want
chances.
we want more and more
Well,
opportunities. It's more fun because then I want to see, I want a big crowd around the winter. I want to see like this happen.
We'll
'cause-
see. Because I mean, the first hunt there was 23 people that did it.
Yeah.
The second one was 48. Last year's was only 28. Last
Really?
year's was a little rough.
See, I think it's just a matter of people not knowing. So, what do the proceeds go to?
They go back to like help fund the next year's build.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's all out of pocket funding.
Yeah. So the more funding that
Yeah.
goes into it, the bigger the bill.
And I always get people like, Aaron, why'd you pick this piece of crap car? I was like, well, I don't have $10,000 to buy
Right.
a nice car. I've got a couple thousand I set aside at the beginning of the year based on last year's numbers. And
Yeah.
eventually, my 10th community car build will be like, maybe we'll do a Corvette. Maybe we'll have the budget to do something really nice.
Yeah. Or maybe there's people out there that want to invest in a cool company, and you could reach out to Aaron if you've got an old car that you want to donate. You got one of those 78 Corvettes sitting around.
Yeah.
Reach out to Wingman Garage and be like, dude, you should make this part of the build. And
It's got to be a Stingray though.
take
Yeah.
part in the community, take part in the vision of
I
what it
called,
turns into.
I called a couple like used car dealers
That-
and I said, hey, this is what I'm doing. Do you want to help you be a sponsor? Because I try to find sponsors for
course.
like the different events every year. Doesn't really work well. A lot of people they think it's a scam or whatever. But I called a couple dealerships and I was, this is what I'm doing. Like, do you have like a $500 car on your lot that needs some work, that runs and drives, that you took in on trade, that you want to donate, you know, and I'll put your name on it, you know, you'll be blasted out. And they're all like, no, we can't really do that. And I'm like,
Why not?
yeah.
I would have totally done that if you would have called me, because why not?
I
Want to
had
get
a-
your name out there too. It's just exciting.
I had so last year we did Darth Ranger, but we almost didn't do the Ranger. I had a family or a guy donated his old Honda Odyssey, and we were going to do a van build. I was going to exhibit it, pimp my ride, you know, we're going to do speakers inside, TV, like gaming console, but I found a local family that needed a van because they had a bunch of kids and stuff and they had nothing. So we fixed it up and donated it to them.
Cool.
And then I found the Ranger and we did lift kit and Darth, and it was pretty cool. So it all works out.
Yeah,
it all
of
works
course.
out. Yeah.
No, I think this is great, and hopefully we'll be able to kind of take part in it and you know, just make it a little bit of fun. But yeah, if you guys are listening, like, the community car build's awesome. We're gonna kind of show the last video of it. But so we talked about the giveaway and what it is, but what makes it a community car build?
So all of the events are open to the public. So our last event is actually this coming Wednesday night. We're gonna finish the lift kit on Sarge. The Jeep's name is Sarge.
Okay.
We do a vote every year, and like whoever, you know, whatever gets the most votes, you know, that's the name. So the whole community aspect of it is you don't have to be anybody special to come on down. You can just come on down and hang out and be part of it.
Yeah.
It's open. They're free. You know, like, just come on down the Wingman on that night. I've got guys that come down and they just sit in the back and kind of stand there and they ask questions. Like Tim, he's a real cool dude. He doesn't really work on the car, but he always asking me questions like, why'd you do that? Why'd you do this? And then I've got other guys that literally just, like Juan, he just dives in and just starts taking over and starts doing stuff. And then me and Dan can actually try to get like a good video.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which has been nice. So yeah, usually there's like 7 to 10 guys. I think the record is 15. We had 15 guys show up one night.
That's awesome.
People bring their kids and just hang out. And
So this coming Wednesday is the last event for Sarge.
yeah.
And what happens on that day?
So we're gonna finish up the lift kit starting at 7. We're gonna finish up the lift kit on the rear. I got to finish up some wiring.
How long does the wiring take?
Well, it
For
depends
sure-
on what we're wiring.
Okay.
Yeah. So like all day Tuesday, I'll have Sarge in a bay and I'll be prepping him for Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do a lot of like, again, behind like pre-prep, like behind the scenes, because we want the night to be successful.
Of course.
You know, and I want Dan to have some content. So like I'll spend the full day just working on Sarge, get him ready. So that way when people come in, like, okay, here's what we got to do. We got these 5 things. You finish that. You 2 finish that. You 3 do that. And then at the end of the night, we're like, cool, we accomplished everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then it's like, you know, so you want it to be successful. So we're just going to kind of wrap it up. Rear lift kit, get all the lights wired up and ready and working, and then do kind of like a little bit of like a stand back and look at it.
Are you guys free on Wednesday to go?
No, we have a guest for Wednesday.
Oh, we do?
Actually. Yeah, we have Righty Tighty.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Is a new motorcycle garage here in Medina. Retired.
Cool.
Not even retired. He's like 35 years old. He was I forget what kind of nurse. What's it? Not bachelor, master's degree in nursing or something like that.
Nurse practitioner?
He had a master's degree in nursing, and he decided that he wanted to open up a motorcycle shop. He was like, I don't want to.
Oh, I could see that connection all day.
I know, me too.
Well,
Right?
if you're working on a bunch of people that wreck their bikes, maybe.
Yeah. So he's scheduled to come on Wednesday. Otherwise, I'd say, yeah, we can absolutely be. But, I mean, I'm sure it doesn't end at 9:30, 10 o'clock. Guys are probably in the shop late.
No, actually, I try to wrap up between 8:30 and 9.
Oh, wow. So only an hour.
Because I don't want, you know, people are there. It's late. It's a
Yeah,
weeknight. I try to be conscious of like
Yeah.
Time.
time. Exactly.
Yeah,
I don't,
time.
you know, it's not. And then, especially if you're bringing your kids, they got school the next day. It's summertime now, but I
Yeah.
try to be very conscious of the day because I want people to enjoy it. Versus, and there's some events like we don't finish, and I'll
Oh,
just
sure.
leave it in the bay and I'll finish next day by myself.
Yeah.
Just get it done.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, let's take a look at this quick video. This is on Dan's page on Good Morning
Yeah.
Mechanic. But this is the day 4. So you're on day 5 now or day 6 now?
Day 5 should be coming out soon. Day 6 will be this Wednesday.
All
Yeah.
right, let's check this out.
They remembered the oil on that one.
We did.
Now that everybody's gone.
Okay, guys, welcome back. This is day 4 of the Community Car Day build here at Wingman Garage. Aaron, what are we doing tonight?
Okay. Like Dan said, this is the 4th build day for the community car build day 4. Okay. We have a lofty
Yeah, he
goal
always
today.
throws
Get the oil
day in
change
there.
done. We've only been talking about it for 4 builds. No, we're gonna change the oil. Juan's gonna be on it. And we're gonna start with getting half the lift kit. Now I know what you're saying. Why are we doing half the lift kit? We're doing half the lift kit because we don't have nearly enough time tonight to do the whole lift kit. Sarge is he's rusty. And to get the rear end all apart to do the full lift today, we're just not gonna have a lot of time. I might be talked into it, but we might look at it and start messing with some stuff back there. But I have a feeling once you guys jump in with it with me, you'll see why I want to put it off for another day. But I spent almost all day today and some of the day yesterday getting the front end prepped, 2.5-inch lift kit going on, all new springs and shocks and everything here. I also got some new headlight bezels and headlight retaining clips. Again, we're gonna do oil change. I got a really nice looking, beautiful fairing pin for the winch. Winch didn't come in time. We'll get it on next time. That's pretty much it. It's gonna be a nice day.
Nice.
It's gonna be a good night.
Easy
Don't
day.
jinx it, Dan.
No, there's not a single bolt that's going to get stuck tonight.
You know why?
Because you already cut them off.
Them all off.
Cut them all off.
that whole prior day, I just cut all the bolts off because I got all new bolts with like the kit, and I'm just like, we're not going to deal with this. I'm just going to cut everything. I just cut it all off. Yeah.
All right, so 97 Jeep Wrangler.
Yeah.
Sarge. What have you guys done to it so far? And then you mentioned really all you got left is the rear lift. That you
So we try to, with all the events, I try to cover like everything. Like, so one event we'll do exterior stuff. We're doing fenders. We did brand new front fenders on it. Exterior lighting. So we got new headlights, fog lights. We did tail lights as well. And then we put a really cool like winch mount on the front with a new fair lead for it. And then another event we did audio. So we did a head unit, ran an amp, new speakers, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, one event we do maintenance. We did oil change, belts,
brakes,
spark
rotors.
plugs.
I think I saw
brakes,
too.
Yep, brakes, rotors, drums in the rear. I try to touch on all of it in some way.
Yeah.
So that like whoever wins it isn't getting a piece of crap.
Right.
You know, like they can just drive it and have fun and enjoy it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And then some of the events they go off the rails. So like we will like start one thing and then like not finish it, and then like so this is like I'm calling the event on Wednesday just like the catch up event. Like we're just gonna do a bunch of stuff. Yeah, because you just gotta roll with it. You know?
I mean you do. That's what happens when you're working on, especially a 30-year-old car.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Especially a 30-year-old Jeep Wrangler.
Yeah.
Everybody knows.
Yeah.
There's a reason they're the best. It's because there's just less and less of them out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's gonna be awesome. So for you guys tuning in, community car build. When is the competition is actually, I think, August 19th or something? 17th.
Yeah, so Sunday, the hunt is scheduled for Sunday
at 9 a.m.
August 17th at 9 a.m. So it starts in your email. And I always have such
Is there a deadline for buying tickets, or is it like literally up to the event?
Up until like 6 o'clock on Saturday. Because I do all of it myself, like I use MailChimp. So like if you sign up for it, I do all the emailing, and everybody gets the same email at 9 a.m. on Sunday.
Right.
And if you can figure it out, you'll be off to the races.
Awesome. Super exciting.
I'm curious to see how this year's goes.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we could boost a little bit more on our end. I'll put the link in the description. Guys, if you're listening, it's $25 and it's something to do, especially for dads out there. You want something to do with your son on a Saturday morning while your wife goes to church and you don't feel like going. What better than hanging out, staring at the computer and wait for that 9 o'clock to drop, so that you can get your clue and start going after a chance to get a Jeep Wrangler, especially your kid's about to be 16 years old. There's not a better first ride in
It's
the
a 5-speed.
That's
so
perfect.
if they can't drive stick, I will teach them how to drive
I was
stick.
going to say.
I will absolutely teach
That's
them.
even better.
I used to have a car where I teach you.
Oh, really?
But then I got rid of it because no one was doing it. So, yeah.
No, but I think, that's just a great event. Like I said, when I saw it come out, I was like, we're doing this together. Like, even though it'll be for content, like it'll actually be a good time. Like I'll be excited for that 9 o'clock to hit us to get the clue and try to figure whatever it is out.
It's
$25. I spent $25. I mean, you can't get a freaking combo meal at McDonald's for $25 anymore. Like,
I'm glad you're saying this because we'll be at the event and I got a couple guys that are always like, they're always jabbing me. Like, Aaron, you couldn't spend more and get this. And I'm like, it's $25 Jeep, man.
Yeah.
Like, do you want the Jeep or not?
No, what day is it again?
Sunday, August 17th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sent you the date.
No,
Did you
I
put
know.
it in your phone?
Yes, it's all
booked a month.
No,
in
I'm just making
advance.
sure they know about it.
Yeah.
It starts at 6:30 a.m. Evan.
No,
6:30 a.m.
That's what time you have
Don't
to be
be late.
here.
You
Yeah.
To everybody else, it's 9. Evan 6:30 a.m.
Hey, and if you're listening
I'm
and you
just
want to be
asleep over here
part
in
of
mine.
the chase and you want to join us while we film content and chase down all the clues that day, you're welcome to join us as well. Even if we do win, we are going to regift it because I
Yes.
think that'll just be fun. We don't need any more vehicles between the three of us.
I will
so.
say, if there are clues to chase.
If there are clues, yeah, we don't even know what's going to happen. It could be
Yeah.
like an email that says you're the winner.
Or
Well,
push-ups.
ironically,
Maybe it's push-ups.
It
So
could be.
we've
Maybe
sold
it's
2
Maybe
entries.
it's your heart rate monitor.
we've sold 2 entries right now,
As of right
and the
now.
other one's my sister. And since she can't win because that would look bad.
Yeah.
You guys could be the only ones.
Okay, so
Oh no!
I have
Don't say that. I want 300 people to go here because I mean, if you get 300 people,
Oh my gosh, I will
chasing
cry.
this,
I will cry.
Okay,
then you're
wait.
talking about what $7,500 towards
That
next
would be
year's
insane.
event. Like that's a
would
big
be
jump and
insane.
stuff. Now,
wait. We missed something very important here.
What?
You have a sister?
Stop.
She's
Stop
married.
it.
Okay,
And
sorry.
Just stop. Goodness.
no,
No.
So the money goes towards rebuild. What about some of the parts, like lift kits? Is anybody donating any of that to you guys? Are you guys able to get sponsors from the parts side of things?
sort of.
Yeah.
Like AutoZone sponsored with like oil change, brakes, all kinds of stuff, air filter, all of that. I reached out every year. I reach out to different, depending on the car, you know.
Yeah.
Like Summit's not going to sponsor. Like for the first year we did the Mitsubishi Eclipse, so like a muscle car shop's not going to give parts for like a import, but whatever. But I do reach out every year to different people and say, hey, do you want to sponsor, a lift kit or lights? It could be anything. I mean, if you sent me $50 worth of underglow, I'd put your name on as a sponsor and put it on the car. So,
Well, yeah, why not? And this is one of the things that we talk about. The idea of this channel is networking and helping each other. And I was like, dude, let's have him on before this thing goes, before it becomes time for the event. So if there's one single listener that's out there, like the link's down below, $25. Have something fun to do on a Sunday. Get yourself the chance to drive a 97 Jeep Wrangler. Put the top down. And the best part is it's a $25 Jeep Wrangler if you win.
Yeah.
So you don't have to ever put the top up. You don't ever have to put the doors back
Yeah.
on. Like you could literally just park it outside, put a tarp over the top when you're not driving in the winter. And
actually,
roll on.
it comes with a cover
Oh.
for the top off cover.
See, look,
Yeah.
you're in good hands. But I mean, what a great toy to have for the beach or for the weekend or
It's
to go
fun.
down
It's
to
fun to
Wellsville
drive. I
or
mean, it's
whatever.
so slow.
Of course, it's
so
a 4
slow.
cylinder, right?
But like, it's
Does it have
gutless.
AC or no?
Is it a
It's
4
got it.
or
I
is
don't
it a
think
6?
it works.
It probably doesn't have
It's
the
a 4.
AC pump.
It's a
Oh,
4.
okay.
I wonder if it doesn't have the AC pump. It's got probably got the button, but I don't know if it.
The pump's in there.
Is it?
Mhm.
Oh wow, how about
It's a
that?
$25 Jeep.
Yeah.
Take the door off. if
Well,
you
I mean,
want
I
to
was just
drive.
gonna say,
Yeah.
in the '90s, if you had air conditioning and a 4-cylinder, you never used the air conditioning
Yeah.
because then the 4-cylinder became
Yeah.
like a 2-cylinder.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially in a
You had to
Jeep.
turn it off when you were gonna pass somebody.
Yeah, uphill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always try to reach out to as many people as possible to get sponsors to help.
Yeah.
That's the biggest
absolutely.
issue I have now is like content, marketing.
Time
It's
to do it
just
all.
me, you
Yeah.
know. And it's like I'm so happy to have Dan and Good Morning Crew on as like the videography because I don't have to now spend a couple thousand for a videographer to come in. I
Yeah.
just partner with him, and he gets content for his channel, and it's a symbiotic relationship.
Yep.
And then, yeah.
Yeah, I was just Dan and I talked about that last week. Like that's the hardest part I have with this. Like I've got 40 minutes of 20 different camera angles from us doing like a behind the scenes podcast thing of how we set everything up. And I already can tell I don't like it, but I'm going to try to make something work from it. Then we did another 45-minute podcast for an opening of a new drone that we got. And we talked about drones and stuff forever. And it's like, I got to do those. And then I have to edit this now. And then on top of that, I still haven't gone through hours of drone and photo footage from our Ireland, Scotland trip. And I had one buddy that was with
Iceland
us.
too.
Yeah, Iceland too.
Yeah, we
and
have-
my one buddy, I have this one couple of videos of them, and they're like, "Hey, can you send me that video?" And I'm like, "Yeah, eventually. I'm sorry. I know it's a cool video, and you really want it." And it's like him on this like edge, like this cliff that's barely wide enough for his feet, and it's like this drone zooming out,
Yeah.
and showing that he's about 250, 300 feet off the water. But yeah, it's like it's just
It's just
there's-
time.
There's time, and then I'm also married as well.
Yeah.
And you know what that's like? Like you try to sit down in front of the computer at 10 o'clock at night and edit for 2 hours, and
Ain't happening.
yeah, you better be spending some time with the missus, you know. And it's not a bad thing. It's like one of those things where it's like there just doesn't seem like to be enough. What did you just send me an error? Do I even want to pull this up?
For last night.
And I hate to say it, but like sometimes I just don't want to do it.
Yeah,
Like I just like
it's hard.
man.
It's hard.
You know,
Well,
like it just
him having a baby on the way too.
yeah. Like
I was just saying,
I was on the toilet. Whatever. I was on the toilet today making a TikTok real quick because that's all the time I have. I've got 5 minutes of making a
Yep.
TikTok, and then I messed something up in the draft, like got lost, and I was like,
Oh,
Yeah,
you know,
but that's
and
how it
it's-
is.
it's
Well,
just-
and the other thing of it is too is like you like to wrench on cars. You like doing that,
I
and
do.
you're good at it, and you have experience at
yeah.
it. So if I told you to do the brakes, you could do the brakes.
Mhm.
If I told you to edit like a 5-minute video, key in the correct videos that you want, some language that you want in it, angles on the footage and stuff like that, and then also make sure you're using the correct like
Lighting.
effects and stuff like
Yeah.
that to make it look cool.
Mhm.
You're like, dude, I'm gonna spend 3 fucking hours. Like, there's been times when I've been trying to make a video and I'm like going to the gym and I get there at like 5:30 and I'm like,
you sit in the car in
it's
the parking lot.
6:15.
Yeah.
And I still haven't done the video, finished the video, and I haven't gone to the gym. I'm like, oh my God, dude, why does this take so long? And then you see some video that some creator made that's like the coolest thing in the world that probably took him maybe 30 minutes because he's just so good at it.
Yeah.
And it's like, I tried like hell to get the career center to be like, hey, somebody
yeah.
from your media department,
Yeah.
dude, let them come hang out with us for the summer, get a bunch of experience, help us. Selfishly it helps us, but secondly, it gives them some experience with it, behind the scenes of the podcast,
Well-
stuff like that. No luck. I didn't even get an email back from the teacher or the professors.
I might have an in on that too, starting in the fall,
Okay.
because I'll be going back to Tri-C for video editing and photography.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
maybe
well, then
someone-
it
maybe
will be
someone-
you. You could be the
Oh
intern.
God!
There you go. There you go.
You can keep the laptop
Yeah,
out
there you
then.
go.
But
I literally said that to my wife today. I was like, I cannot wait until I can hire like some kid
yeah.
part time to just do my social media and like do videos.
Yeah, and you can use things like Fiverr and stuff like that, but it's
Yeah.
like it's still a pain in the butt because you're sending information back and forth through the internet. It's like, no, I need somebody here.
Yeah.
Like we had, I can't remember what guest it was. I can't remember. I think it was actually when we had a group of guys here, and one of them was the Tint Man from Akron. His name on TikTok is Tint Man. And his daughter came with him. He had to pick her up on the way, but he came with one of our guests. And I was like, yeah, dude, she'd come down here. She took so much. I don't even know what she did with any of it because I never saw any of it. I don't know if it went on his TikTok or she just, but she took videos, she took photos. She's over there editing while she's on the couch and stuff. And I was like, man, if only I would have like brought somebody into the podcast as like a team member that would go above and beyond to do photos and videos during the podcast to get
professional.
information that would.
He looks at me, God.
If only.
If only.
we had somebody. If only. We had.
Look, I mean, here's an example. You have us, him, and Dan, who would all be acquiring your services. Now, maybe it required you doing stuff for free on a Sunday for the next year. But imagine if we all grew to 30,000
Yeah.
subscriber
Yeah.
channels and like
Well, that's
could
that's
pay
the,
$20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a year for someone to do that. You got 3 companies paying you $30,000 a year just making content.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, and that's
Wow,
I mean,
yeah.
See?
I mean,
Amazing
I
how
have
that
works. idea.
so many of my friends, Aaron, you need to step up your YouTube. You've got a shop. People are doing their own work. They're doing the work for you. Like you
I
have
know
content.
you do have content nonstop.
And I'm like, guys, it's only me.
Yeah.
I can't spend the whole time videotaping.
What you need to
some
do is
guy
get-
doing his breaks and then like go edit it when I need to be helping all these people.
Well,
It's-
and on top of that, like, what are you gonna do? Like, it's 3 hours and 45 minutes. You're gonna have to like make time notes when something funny happens, so that you can go get the video.
It's not doable by yourself. It's
Now,
just no way.
It could take a $2,000 investment though. Could put about 8 action cameras up in some
was
pretty
gonna say,
strategic
yeah.
areas where they
Yeah.
you just hit the record on them when somebody enters the bay. That might be something that you could do, and then you make all your guys have to wear a mic.
Yeah,
You
that's
know.
exactly where I was going with it. Just mic them up when
Yeah.
they come in.
But some people don't like that.
Of
you know?
course.
'Cause
Yeah.
I ask permission all the time. Like, hey, can I take a picture of you doing this? And they're like, oh yeah, yeah. Some guys are like, I'm like, okay, fine.
Oh yeah, federal,
wife doesn't know I'm
federal
here.
warrants.
My wife doesn't know I'm here.
Or I'll have guys be like, don't post that till the weekend. I should be at work right now. All the time. All the time. That's great. Yeah, all the time.
No, I think it's a great business model. I hope that your dreams come true, your vision comes true, and that it does get an opportunity to expand, and that you find great people to partner with as you do that. Because I think this is a real benefit to the community. If you're local to Medina County and you haven't heard of Wingman Garage, you want to do some work to your car, your bike, your anything, he's got the spot for you. He's got the tools to allow you to do it. You don't have to worry about tearing up your shop or freezing your butt off in your barn in the wintertime or doing it in the driveway. Like, you've got a nice temperature controlled area, AC in the summer too. No. Well, hey, what are you
I'll be
gonna do?
honest, these last few weeks have been rough.
Yeah, I can imagine. They got enough swamp fans to keep the air moving.
Each bay's got a big ass fan in it. Like, each bay's got a fan. I've probably gone through like 7 or 8 cases of water in 2 weeks because I have beverages, pop and like drinks and stuff. I've just been giving the water away. Like, I see, I've got older guys and they're just dripping sweat, and I'm like, Mike, please just take the water. I don't need you. If you feel faint, let me know. I'll come catch you. You're like, yeah. But in this, my most busy times are the winter. Yeah, because people don't want to work outside. It's cold. No,
absolutely.
Definitely got heat. It's nice and warm. Keep it in the 60s.
And then the next big thing is the event. August 17th is when the actual event takes place at 9 a.m. But that's the
in your email.
In your email is when you get the alert, and then it's either a scavenger hunt, a race, a checkpoints, 0 to 60 in 2 seconds. We're not sure, but we're gonna find out. And $25 is all it costs you to be entered into the event to win a chance at the community car build, the 97 Jeep Wrangler.
Yeah, and I'll be doing a recap video about this year's hunt and why I'm doing it the way I'm doing it this year. Okay. Again, I'm not trying to give too much away.
Yeah, don't give too much away. So, we don't want to be we don't want to be insiders and be accused of insider trading. We want this to be a challenge for us.
Insider Jeep trading.
Yeah.
All right.
On another note, if you are a local business investor, somebody that wants to donate a vehicle into the future, this would be an awesome. I'd love to see somebody donate like a 79 Trans Am. And just a bandit car, like it could be trashed and just like,
as long as it runs and drives and it has a clean title. That's all we need.
Yeah. But donate a car if you've got one sitting around, it's not doing anything. Make it part of the community car build. It's fantastic sponsorship for whatever business decides to do so, or whatever company throws something in. But I think it's a great thing that you're doing, not only for the community of Wadsworth, but also for just mechanics all around. Young kids that want to learn what to do. You start an apprenticeship. People come start just coming in and hanging out with you and seeing how the business works. And there's just so many different avenues that you can take it through. And obviously you're only one man right now, but it sounds like you're putting in the time.
Yeah, definitely putting in time. If anybody out there, you have ideas for me or want to help in some way, just reach out. I'm an open book.
Yeah.
I like when you said about, hey, I can't find I was like, I didn't think about that. So thank you for and I called my website guy and he's like, oh yeah, we should have done that in the beginning. I was like, how many did I miss out on?
Yeah, no, that's okay. That's what we're all here for, and we talk about it all the time. This is a networking opportunity for guys. Like, people want to get their business out there. They want to share information. They want to be part of a community. This is what we created Guys Night for, and that's what we're expanding on. And I hope that people that are listening this far and take advantage of it, take part in the hunt, and take part in borrowing some space, renting some space there at your shop.
It's simple. It's easy.
Yeah.
If you want to work on your own car or even just learn, I do classes and if you just want to, I've had people never touched a wrench. They come in and they want to do something. We walk you through it.
Yeah.
And show you how to do it. And then you've just learned a skill.
Well, that's the other thing, right? Changing brakes, changing tires. Like, dads aren't teaching daughters and sons that anymore.
It's hard as you think. It's not. Like, the dealerships, they want you to think, I can't change brakes. You know how many Tesla customers I have?
Oh, wow.
Oh my God. Those are probably a pain in the ass to work on.
No.
No?
No, they're actually.
Well, everybody keeps telling me the parts are almost impossible to find. To go through.
I don't know about Tesla.
No.
Really?
Tesla's, there's no engine. How are you going to work on it? Like, they still have brakes, they still have suspension, they still have steering. Like, all. And Tesla's 10 years old now, so some of the older ones, you're going to need parts. I got guys come in all the time with EVs, all the time.
Next thing you know, you're going to have to expand on that building and have a wash bay on the other side of it.
2.0.
2.0. If you want to see 2.0 a little bit faster, make sure you support Aaron and all that he's doing over there at Wingman Garage. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe to his channel as well as ours if you haven't already. Anybody else got anything tonight?
No.
This has been a pleasure, guys. This has been awesome.
Thank you.
Dude, hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm excited
Honestly,
for you. Really excited for the company. Excited for the hunt. And yeah, I'm just happy you got some time to come on before the wife gives birth,
Yeah.
and you're
Yeah.
then you're gonna really have a hard time working on the cars
I
because you're gonna
know.
have a backpack with a little
With a
minion
little
on
kid
it.
in it, you know.
A little.
I'll be
Great
honest.
content though.
Yeah,
by the
it's gonna
way,
be good. Like-
TikTok like going to work with Dad Day. You
He
know,
and, like, ask him for the wrench, and he like just doesn't do anything. I'm like, oh, it's the help around here.
bro, I
You
saw
know?
the funniest TikTok on that today. So this guy's like, the manual said 2 bolts, and he's like yelling because he's got his CBR like in like 6 pieces and stuff. And he goes, and my C-Tech is a waste of time. And he scans over to his driveway, and there's a deer sitting there like 5 feet from the entrance of his garage. And he's like, yeah, I'm talking to you. You haven't handed me the wrench. You haven't gotten me the right parts. And the deer's just sitting there, and I was like, "That's fucking hilarious!
Yeah.
Like, what are the chances?" that
Imagine if
happened?
you could have played that video instead of described it.
I know, but
Yeah.
sometimes a description's a million words, and I
I'm
just
sorry,
saved us
what?
all some.
What?
Sometimes
you
the
hanging out with me
description-
too much?
What's
Say
that again, Evan?
Yeah, my dyslexic ass. What the hell?
All right, fine. Let me see if I got 30 seconds here. I can find the videos.
This
to
is what
make-
happens when they hang out with me too much.
That's not it.
No.
Oh, that's sweet Argyle though.
What was that? C-Tech bolts deer. I don't know if that'll pull it up or not. We'll see. Definitely not.
Oh,
You're gonna get a ton of stuff with deer in it.
yep.
Yeah.
Just deer.
I wish I would have liked it. I don't like videos because it's a disaster, but
Yeah.
it was so funny too. What a bummer.
Oh well.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Well, I can tell you one thing we're not going to do is see the video you're
Right.
talking about.
Oh, yep.
I know.
Oh, wait a minute.
No, I don't think. Oh wait, no.
Oh.
I got one. Oh wait, shit, that might have been it. Nope, that's not it. All right, we'll try one more. I can always edit all this out.
Right. That's true.
Just keep editing.
Only 2 bolts.
I forget we're not live. For some reason, I feel like we're live. I
Yeah.
don't know why, but we're not. So like this.
Dave, turn your eardrop on.
It is on.
What? It never shows up.
Oh, you want to show us your video?
No. I did multiple videos because I was just screwing around with the software. So
Unless it's trying to go to my phone.
Your airdrop disappeared that you sent me earlier.
I know,
All right,
you
I
have-
cannot find the one that you're
There's-
talking about.
there's
But
the-
Evan is going to show us some of his incredible.
no, I'm not incredible. Not incredible. Definitely not incredible. Just screwing around with the software. Well, and I have one with.
I don't know what you just sent me.
Where is it? Is this the one? Yeah, this is the other one. This is the one.
Was it the 16-second one right here?
Yeah, it's 16. I just dropped for like podcast. Yeah. Oh.
Let's see here. Maybe we got a minimum.
What is going on here? Oh, there you go.
Did you send that same one to
Yep.
Will?
Will's gonna kill me.
Is this the?
This is gonna be good. I already know it's gonna be good.
Wait. Why does it look so different when it's on?
That's pretty good. It was a good job keeping her face out of it too.
Yeah.
Oh, why-
Oh,
and
wow.
this
No,
is-
my wife did that intentionally.
Yeah,
Like, she
this
thought
is-
it was gonna be funny.
And this is the one for
Nice.
tonight's episode. The one I just sent you. The new one.
Tonight's episode.
Yeah.
You did one while we were sitting here.
Well, he did say he was halfway done when we
Well,
were
this is
halfway through the
multiple-
podcast. So he's right on.
You gotta get a picture.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
don't worry.
That's the stuff I
I know,
it
I
just
don't-
over
I-
my
Oh,
head.
don't worry. I get that.
That's why I messaged you like, what is it, 90 minutes before. I was like, I need a picture of guys' night. And then it's like, oh, I'll go to the Facebook. I'll grab that and I'll post it
yeah,
up because I always forget about this stuff.
I do too.
It's just so hard.
I used to do photos, but then Evan was like late all the time, and then he
Oh,
wouldn't
fuck.
send it. It wouldn't send
He
it
was
to me
late all
till,
the time?
Yeah, and then he wouldn't send it to me till like 2 days later.
0 for 1 with me, bud.
All right, let's see what you got.
He was on time once.
I'm gonna change the audio because I was not.
Wait, I
listening.
like that though.
Yeah.
I was not.
You setting the mood here.
Can't read that interview incoming. God damn,
shit.
it sounds like we're about to get it on.
My wife's already pregnant, man.
Guys' night or gays' night, Evan? Jeez.
I was not able to hear the audio when I was editing, so I was just dropping in audio.
fingering the pad
Oh man.
That was good.
I like it. I mean, it's not
That
bad.
one
It's yeah.
Oh, well, I have
That's-
to change the
that's
audio,
the
that's
one.
for sure.
No, I would not. You need to full send that
Yeah,
right
absolutely.
there.
All right,
I
this
would.
Is the one I put
You,
together.
you guys are not ready for tonight. That'd be my caption.
All right, let's
Oh,
see.
this is 20.
It's a cultural divide. I'm gonna get it on the flow.
I like the. Yep. I knew it. I'm glad I brought and your wife.
Nah.
Oh. Game, but you can't fake influence.
That's a good one too.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm tripping. I'm sliding.
I saw it.
What's that on a beat, bro? Deep boat in rap. He a freak though.
I like that. Yeah, that's a good one too.
Yeah, you
a
know
good
what are you
idea.
gonna do? It's CapCut. What you know?
Well,
Is that CapCut?
Yeah, we all use CapCut.
Yeah, I guess I did download CapCut.
Well, it
Yeah.
depends. Like, do you when I first downloaded CapCut, it was a great thing, but then I found out the really good features you can't use until you buy.
Pay into it.
Yeah,
of
and
course.
then I bought the Pro edition.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
I'll expense it.
there you go.
There you
Because
go.
all my friends, Aaron,
Yeah.
you should buy this car. It's a business expense.
Yeah.
You could write it off. Like, you still have to buy it.
Right. Yeah.
That's not how that works.
Yeah.
You should import a Skyline R34 for 100
Oh,
grand.
yeah.
It's a business expense. I'm like, that's not how that works, guys. I just, What are you doing?
I spent $24,000. I didn't make any money. The
Yeah.
government's gonna give me all that back,
Yeah,
right?
that's how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody would have nice cars then.
That's like when they're like, when they say billionaires don't pay any taxes. I'm like, yes, they absolutely pay
do.
shitloads of dollars in
Yes.
taxes. Like just because they get as many breaks as they possibly can to recoup some of what they owe at the end of the year, they're definitely paying
Yeah.
taxes. Like, oh man. All right. Well, hey, it's been a pleasure having you.
Absolute pleasure.
Can't wait to
Thank you.
do the hunt. Can't wait to see what you guys got coming next, and can't wait to see Sarge when it's all finished done. So. For anybody once again listening, Wingman Garage out of Wadsworth, make sure you subscribe, like his channel, and do the same for us if you wouldn't mind. And, yeah, appreciate you guys all coming on board. Thanks for having me. Awesome. Have a good night, everybody.
Protected, provide when nights in the fray. Nothing more limits, we got something to say. We love fitness and fight all day. Guys Night Podcast, let's ride the wave.